Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Ocarina of Time livestream playthrough. It is currently the 6th part for that livestream playthrough, and it is what is it? It's the 26th of September 2019. So, between the recording of the previous video that I did for this series and this video here, a few things have happened. So I think a few days after I recorded the last one, which was part 5, I did receive my PS2 in the mail, which is pretty good. And then yesterday, I received this in the mail, which I was also waiting to arrive. This is Castlevania, Curse of Darkness, a reasonably rare PS2 title in the PAL format. And yeah, it's pretty good. I have the disc in the actual console itself at the moment, so I don't have the disc there, but it's all in reasonably good condition. But it could be better. Like the manual, okay. I would like for the manual to be in better condition than it is, but in terms of the actual outward case, it's fine. And then the actual disc itself, I guess there's not much that can go wrong in terms of disc quality unless someone's gone and scratched it with a fucking screwdriver. I mean, really, it's a disc, and they're meant to sort of handle a lot. I've always been very careful with my compact discs and DVDs over the years, but other people, not so much. I don't know why, but, you know, they for some reason think it's fine to handle a disc by touching the actual back of it with their fingers and having fingerprints all over it, and they wonder why there's skips in it and whatever else. But anyway, I did give it a wipe and it seems perfectly fine. A few little scratches, which you would expect of a disc that's, you know, quite frickin' old by now, 15 years old. And, yeah, I'm trying to find my stream now. I swear the last few streams that I've done have been having issues in terms of the actual stream appearing on my fucking channel. And then as well as that, false starts and whatever else. So I'm just going to try and get that happening. I'll see if anyone's talking in the Twitch chat, first and foremost. So I wouldn't want to ignore those lovely people now, would I? But yeah, so I swear to God, if I'm streaming private again, which I should not be, I have clearly made that not the case at this point. There's no way it should be streaming privately right now. It would be completely and utterly ridiculous if that were the case. I'm going to check if it's private. Okay, are we not streaming right now? What is going on? Why is YouTube being so utterly useless right now? Why do I bother doing anything? No, but really, it's not giving me any indication whatsoever that I'm currently live. And it's... Hold on, let me just go here, because there's no reason why it shouldn't be live right now. So basically, it's telling me that it's giving me the pre-broadcast and all that information, but it's not actually showing that it's live or anything like that, which is extremely frustrating. So I'm going to go to that video URL right now. We're going to see if anything's going on. Live stream offline. What the fuck? I've got one person waiting, apparently. I don't know if that's me or someone else. But the point is that YouTube right now is being ridiculous, and I have got no idea right now if things are being archived. I could be talking to no one except for the non-existent person in the Twitch chat. So... yeah, if YouTube could stop being completely fucking useless, that would be really awesome. I almost wish that... okay, so now it's appeared. I almost hope that what I said just there was not archived, because it's such a slow start to the live stream for me to be sitting here wasting my time. Alrighty, so here we are. I'm just going to assume that all of that was archived. YouTube, try to be a little bit less slow when it comes to getting my chats happening. That would be really awesome. And yeah, we can finally move on with this frickin' live stream. So anyway, I did go and play some, whatever it's called, Curse of Darkness. It looked pretty cool. I was really down with it, actually. I found it quite enjoyable to play for the 3 or so minutes that I did play of it. And I have to say, it's a big frickin' step up in quality from the Nintendo 64 games. That much cannot be denied. So that's one positive at the very least. I will be, of course, recording Legacy of Darkness as a livestream playthrough before that point. The reason why I'm not going to do Legacy of Darkness as a Let's Play is because I don't take that game seriously enough for it to actually be in the Let's Play format. So I intend to actually have Curse of Darkness be a Let's Play, and then I will have Legacy of Darkness be a live stream playthrough. What is the difference between those two things? Well, a Let's Play there'll be more of a formula to it, not even a formula, because I don't like referring to my videos as formulaic, because I don't think they are. But at the very least, they will be shorter, they will be more serious in a strange way. Like, for example, in a Let's Play video, I'm not just going to get up and go get a drink of water, or, you know, go get the fucking mail or something like that. It's just, the idea of a Let's Play is it's supposed to be a bit more on point, you know. Not necessarily more professional, but definitely more on point. So, at the end of the previous recording, I'm pretty sure what we did was we did everything in that room that we could have done, because I wanted to have a good point to stop off at. And I believe we're now at the stage where we can do two things. We can... Oh god, this thing is a bit worrying. I was going to say... I was tossing up between worrisome and worrying, and I said a combination of those two words. What the hell is going on with you exactly? What are you? Are you something that I can kill? Okay, I understand. So you have a limited amount of time in which you can actually hit it with your sword. You can't kill it with your boomerang, that's only for stunning it, so that it can be hit with a sword. Don't fall down there, please, for the love of my ass. I did not intend for that. Alright, we have to get back up the top somehow. I think we can just climb up like this. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, I have no idea whether or not all of that starting stuff was archived. If it wasn't, then you guys haven't seen the Curse of Darkness disc, this one right here, but you know, I would almost guarantee that it has been archived. It was just being really slow as far as appearing on my channel, on my end even, you know. If it's being served to me, the video uploader, so slowly, you can only imagine what it would be like for the actual viewers themselves. But anyway, whether or not the frickin' video notification went out is also a matter of intense mystery, because who knows. Only the people being served the videos would know, but oh, this thing is here again? I literally just killed the things that it separated into. Alrighty, so we're going to wait until he comes back up, and then we'll hit him again. And then we should be good for that big guy. Can we stop? I'd love to actually be able to target things that I want to hit, which can be a lot to ask of the Z targeting system of Ocarina of Time. I remember it being a little bit better in Majora's Mask, but again, it's not incredible. Alrighty, so at this point, because I guess I got interrupted and I couldn't really explain what I was doing, I got rid of this weird thing which was in this hole. And are you kidding me right now? How much time do you think I have to kill you guys? I understand I don't necessarily have to kill them, but it's too dangerous not to. So I'm going to kill it. But anyway, that big green thing that was wobbling around, we're going to say wobbling, actually no, wavering. It was fluctuating in some weird way. It was expanding out and then in, and it was gross. And not only was it blocking this hole because it was coming out of that hole, but it was also blocking this entrance here. So therefore we've got two different directions to go in right now. Whether or not I take Ruto with me will have to be a decision that I make, and I'm making that decision right now. I'll take Ruto with me in the other direction, but not here. It's not happening. So, okay. I can access some gold skulltulas, and again, I'm not going to attempt to get all of them in this game. Or in this playthrough, I should say more specifically. But you never know. I might get a lot in the end. I probably won't. Because again, I'll only get as many as I happen to find, and there are plenty of gold skulltulas that are hidden. Oh god. Anyway. Basically what you do is you line up your face with the actual target when you're using the boomerang. That is if you can't target using the Z targeting system. And I was able to Z-target that, but hey, it's more fun to do it manually, I suppose. I don't know, is it? Probably not. But anyway, it seems that I can't continue up here, and I've got no idea how to get to that level, but whatever. It seems that that particular hole was not really doing anything, except giving me access to those gold skulltulas. So we're going to promptly continue up here. Glad I didn't bother taking Ruto with me, that would have been a huge waste of time. In the end, I made a good and well-educated decision at that point. So, just gonna make sure that... Oh yeah, that's right. So what I wanted to do was have it so that I was on this side of the screen at first, and then after I had shown you guys Legacy of Darkness, I would then flip it, because otherwise it would be mirrored. So we're going to flip you horizontally and put you on that side. It's like magic, isn't it? All of a sudden, the universe is the other way around. I'm essentially implying that I am the universe, but of course that's not really what I was intending. Anyway, let's go pick up Ruto. No, we're not here to have a conversation with you. We're here to actually get things done. So if you could shut up, that would be phenomenal. No, apparently Ruto dropping on that jellyfish's head was enough to kill it. I was trying to reposition, didn't really work out. Ended up walking straight into that freaking jellyfish. These things respawn like no tomorrow. I'm not going to waste my time with them anymore. At least not the big ones. They're fucking ridiculous. Wait, did I come? Okay, let's just keep going straight at... No. Fuck off. So, okay, this is where we were doing things before. Let's just go straight ahead. I think this is where we want to go. Just keep it simple, because I'm pretty sure that... Or not. Well, where do we go then? Can we do things with the boomerang now that we couldn't before? I'm just going to go through all of these rooms, see if there's anything that I can do with them. If there isn't, then I guess we'll go back to the beginning, sort of. I thought I had a better memory of what I was doing, but I guess not. All of these rooms, I'm pretty sure, were mini-boss rooms to kill those weird tentacle things, so... Yeah, I don't believe there's anything going on around here. Okay, so if all those tentacles have been dealt with, we might just be able to go to the beginning. Because I'm almost positive those other rooms, and of course the reason why I've put myself on this side is so you guys can see the map just like I can. I'm pretty sure all those rooms that you're able to see on the map. Can we not do this, please? But yeah, this is why I really, really hate this dungeon. The amount of damage that I take is just off the charts. It's completely ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, because I'm pretty sure that all of those rooms are not going to achieve anything, we are just going to go right ahead and continue this way, if we can. But I don't know if we can. How would we even do that? Can we throw a box over? Is that possible? Because that's too far away to jump, I'm pretty sure. We could try and throw a box. And these would just respawn anyway, I'm guessing, so... Let's go around here. Try and get on this thing. Yeah, maybe I can throw that. Because I can't jump that distance, but maybe I can throw that distance. That would be great. There's nothing interesting through that door, so, yeah. If I actually end up getting confused as to what the hell I'm doing in this dungeon, I won't hesitate to look at a walkthrough, because, to be honest, I'd like to get through this as quickly as possible, so the less I fuck around, the better. Throw. Okay, that did not achieve anything. Can I quickly get on this? Nah, that was a bad decision. Oh, fuck. Alrighty, so what am I doing then? Let's quickly get on this thing before it disappears. Okay. No, don't just drop off it, you fucking moron. I wanted you to turn around then jump off it onto that thing. Oh, here we fucking go. Just die, please. Notice how I'm, like, about to die? If you would drop hearts, that would be great. I don't want a single rupee. That is actually not what I need at this moment. I understand that 25 rupees is not enough, but I don't need your charity, Ocarina of Time. I need your hearts. I don't know. Anyway, point that I'm trying to make is I'm low on health and it's pissing me off, and I've already used a fairy in this place. Oh, I can use some Lon milk if I'm in dire straits, but I'm alright for now. I mean, I wouldn't say alright, but... Actually, it's not making that stupid beeping noise, so that's a good thing. I think once you're at... It's either at 1 heart or less than 1 heart, it starts to beep at you, and it's fucking frustrating. So there's nothing that we can do here yet, is that right? Seems like it. Well, where the hell are we going then? Are there any hearts in here? Yes. 1 single heart, that's better than nothing. Let's take Ruto and try to actually achieve something. So there was another, maybe I went through the wrong hole, that's possible. What if I went through the wrong hole? Maybe it was one further along. Ah, it must have been one further along. Yes. I just won the internet right there. Or won the game, whatever. So we actually wanted to drop down this one, I think. Is that right? No. Is that... Yeah, so we wanted to drop down here all this time. Okay, okay. We're all set now, guys. This is the hole where that stupid tentacle was coming out of before. I was misplaced and thought it was closer to the entrance that we had gone through. This is a mini-boss, not a boss. Can you stop kicking around? That's it. That's what I've been looking for. Throw me up there onto the platform. Maybe this is the boss. Actually, this is the boss because I've already gotten the boomerang, so this is not the mini-boss. This is actually the last thing we need to do in this shithole of an area. And this is not very good because I'm actually pretty low on health. And I will probably equip my Lon Lon Milk to make sure that I don't have any problems. No, this can't be it because there's still that room we haven't gone to with that blue switch that I don't know how to access. So I would almost guarantee that this is not the boss, although I just can't remember the actual boss of this. Isn't it like Baronade? This isn't Baronade, I don't think. We'll work it out. Take me home right now. No. That's not how this works, my dear. I would say that we can continue through the dungeon. What is this, an octopus? That grosses me out, how that membrane causes the door to not actually be openable. Ugh. Alright, so this big frickin' octo is going to be annoying. So we are going to equip our milk to make sure that we don't die. And I guess the best place to put that is in place of the ocarina. I'm pretty sure that we do need to make use of the boomerang here, so what we will do, he chases us I think, so we need to, let's try throwing the boomerang. Does that do anything? Can we attack him from the front? No, we can only attack him from behind. If we do touch those spikes, we're kind of fucked, so... I'll just keep circling around, hopefully I'll catch up to the guy. If I don't, then life goes on, but... Here we go. See, if I go in too tight, I end up hitting those stupid spikes, so... It's impossible to fucking catch up to this prick. There's a way to do it so that you don't fuck up, but I can't remember what it is now. I guess this is the way that I want to do it. You fuckhead! So if you get too close, he disappears and then he... So annoying. Don't go into the spikes, you moron. Stop it. Fuck me dead up the arse. Just drink your milk. Full health from drinking milk. It's not how milk works, mate. Oh my god. Well, at least I've got another helping of milk in there. Okay, so again, if you get too close, shit happens. Okay, what if I throw it so that he's just on the horizon sort of thing? There we go. Now I might be able to get to him. Just, let's go, mate. You can do it. Just don't go into the spikes. Again, it's really hard with this, with the perspective and with all the shit going on. It's very hard to not go straight into the fucking spikes. I can't believe this boss fight, or mini boss fight, whatever the bloody hell it's supposed to be. You get too close to him and he fucks off, I'm pretty sure. Stop it! Fucking don't! You're going how far into the wall? If you hit the wall, just come back to me immediately, please. Fuck! There we go. I'm telling you, that is so much harder than it looks. I'm telling you now. Hit him so he doesn't fuck you over, please. Can you boomerang him in the back from here? Oh, that's like kind of a good strategy. You hit him front ways and then he turns around and you can throw it again. Oh, that must be the way to do it then. So if I boomerang him in the face and then he turns around and I time the boomerang throw correctly. So let's try and do that. There we go, that's how you do it. Nice and easy. So don't try and chase him around, that's a fucking waste of time. And then you can Z-target and make it even easier. No, did it too early. Okay, well at least I've worked out how to fight this stupid boss now. Okay, I missed him, but that's alright, we'll try it again. I love this, this piss yellow fucking wall. It's just lovely. There we go. That's just gross, that thing that opens up behind him. So yeah, Z targeting makes a big difference with this, and then working out that he turns it round really helps. Are you dead now? Please be dead. No. Still? Okay, he's dead. And he does a little puff of air before he just dies. Yeah, thanks, mate. Alrighty. So now we can head back up. We're not even back up. Anyway, long story short, we're at a higher level now, so we can continue through the dungeon, I'm quite sure. I didn't get hit after that point where I, No! It's not what I wanted to do. Fucking hate it when fairies do that. You know, you actually want to put them in a bottle, but you reveal them too close to your physical body, so you end up just walking into them and then they give you that auto effect, where they just fully heal you when you collide with them. It's really annoying. And sometimes that happens when you're trying to swing your bottle around at them as well. Okay, so we want to stun it to create a platform. We're going to try and ignore this octo. Okay, we'll boomerang the octo, whatever works, mate. And then that thing still hit me. We need to do this nice and quickly before this one that we're on right now stops being frozen. I don't think there's anything on the ground level here that is of interest. I mean, I can see a heart under the water. That's not really of it. No! That camera was really confusing. I don't know if you were able to see how confusing that was, but that really disorientated me. But yeah. Well, that's moving down. That makes life easier. Okay, so now we can access this thing. So what we want to do, I'm pretty sure Ruto isn't anywhere around here. So I knew that we needed to use these boxes to actually press down. Yeah, there we go. To press this down. But I wasn't sure how we were going to do it with the previous setup. But with this arrangement, yes, we can indeed make use of the box in this way. And of course, because we don't have Ruto with us, that's the puzzle. I hope we don't need a boss key or anything like that, because I definitely haven't gotten one of those. But there's nowhere else for us to have gone, so this is definitely not a dungeon that requires a boss key, but that's alright because it is Lord Jabba Jabba's belly, and we have yet to actually reach any doors with keys on them, so therefore there would be no boss key. Can't really remember how to fight Baronade, but we'll work it out as we continue. Or as we go and fight the thing. We'll see how much we can get done in this recording. I'm starting to realise like just how much stuff I want to record in general. So the sooner I can get this done, the better. I am still enjoying it. I like playing on the Nintendo 64. It's good fun. I will, again, the sooner I get this done, the sooner I'll be able to make a decision on whether I want to do Kingdoms of Amalur or a different game. I think I will take quite some time to do Kingdoms of Amalur, so ooh. So yeah, maybe I'll do a shorter game for my next live stream playthrough, like maybe, oh, that didn't work out, did it? Okay, so where are we going? I can't really see. Okay, well, we obviously need to hit that thing, but where can we go to actually get to that? Maybe we have to go down first. I can hear a Skulltula, by the way. Huh. Well, whatever. Let's... No. I want to go further down, I think. Yeah, hold on. Stop it. So let's go up here, so we can get some more altitude. And then let's shoot the boomerang up here. Can it reach it? No. That's fucking annoying, isn't it? Gold Skulltula. But yeah, so, I'm thinking Legacy of Darkness would be a lot shorter than Kingdoms of Amalur, possibly, or at least as far as what I want to do with it, because situation with, or maybe it wouldn't even be, because there is a lot of extra stuff to do in Legacy of Darkness, like extra playthroughs and stuff like that. I mean, I could always return to it, but, yeah, I've got no idea what to expect with that situation, because how I want to do this series is I only want to have one going on at whatever given time. I don't want to have multiple, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. What is happening with this thing? This is really pissing me off. How can I... Okay, if I target that but go here or something, can I go... Yes, I can bypass that. That's good. Let's go a little closer. There we go. That's the puzzle. If you Z-target, you can just do it like that. Just jump back down. I meant jump. You can't even climb there, Link. What are you doing? Anyway. Let's head up here. Go through the door. Getting sick of this piss green shit. Or piss yellow, whatever it is. Greenish yellow. You can hear the sound of Baronade coming down. Again, don't know how to fight him, but we'll work it out. Getting sick of all these jellyfish things, but whatever. Bioelectric anemone. Baronade. Gross. Alright, first thing we can try. Boomerang. And then we get hit by that immediately. Is there anything we can target? Oh, so it's, yeah, it's the earlier form of the Calidemos phone. That works out. What are you doing? Why could I suddenly not target you? Alright. Okay, so now stop targeting or whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. What is that? If we hit that, can we... Okay, that's how that works. Alright, I understand. That's fairly easy. We just need to try and avoid these spinning things. Jellyfish. This is, like, not okay. If we're lucky, we won't. Oof, that was close. So we want to try and get the owl, try and get the boomerang through that. And it did succeed, but I didn't have the range. There we go. Let's get in there. No! Fuck, Jesus. Okay, can I hit these things? Yes. Apparently. What boss does that remind me of? Forgot now. You do see a lot of the same boss mechanics repeated throughout the series. I think that just reminded me of a Twilight Princess boss. I can't remember which one. Or maybe it sort of reminds me of Mulgera in a weird way because you get rid of the stuff that's surrounding the monster so you can hit it more easily. But maybe we want to get rid of those. Oh my god! Oh, that worked out really well. It ended up coming back to me. I was like, oh great, it's taking so long to come back to me, and in the end, that ended up being very helpful for me. Okay, awesome. Now, what's happening with you? Can I hit this now? Yes. Will this be a dead Baronade? No. Is he gonna get his, Don't drink the milk now, dickhead. You little prick. It's not what I wanted to do. This guy has a lot of health, I'm just going to put it out there. Let's not get hit by that. It's alright, as long as we... It's even... Oh, it's not necessarily distance based, but... Whoa. Do we want to hit you at this point? Okay, now we want to hit him. Come on. Okay, he has to die now. There we go. That's a dead Baronade. That is dungeon number 3 taken care of. Now we have all the spiritual stones. Now we can continue on to the next stage of the game, where we turn into an adult. So we're sort of halfway through the game, but not really, because the first part of the game here, where we're playing as Child Link, is a lot shorter than the adult portion. Well, not a lot shorter, but it is considerably shorter. Less dungeons, less to do. So, yeah, most of the Ocarina of Time game does take place as Adult Link, fortunately, because I do prefer to play as Adult Link, generally. The dungeons are better as well. Apart from the water temple. Alright, let's go. Get the hell out of here. This is also very disgusting, by the way. Like, this whole thing is gross, so we'll just move on. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Get a nice crotch shot of Ruto. Then we get a Link upskirt. And as far as gross things, it's this here that I was talking about. That is the correct reaction from Link, including the scream. In fact, even if he hadn't fallen that distance, I would have been screaming. Because that fish thing was coming close. This is just disgusting. You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. I mean, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a... Nothing really. Like that sort of thing, or like... Anyway. It's turning into a fucking fish porno. I don't want your stone, I want your... I was about to say something very politically incorrect. My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. Alright, I'll give you my most precious possession. My virginity. I don't even commit to the jokes enough to actually be funny with them. Because I don't find them funny myself. Sometimes I find unfunny jokes to be funny because they're unfunny. That was just unfunny in a non-funny way, if you understand. But anyway. That is the last spiritual stone that we needed. Now we can go and open the door to the Temple of Time, giving us access to the Master Sword and the pedestal of said Master Sword. You obtain Zora's Sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. It is indeed. Her most precious possession? You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. What do you mean you don't know what she's talking about when she says it's her most precious possession? It's a fucking family heirloom, you stupid bastard. It's like, what's so hard to understand about that? Oh, I bet it's some random stone that they don't really care about. What do you mean most precious possession? I thought it was just something you found, and you were just keeping it because it looked kind of nice. Don't tell my father. That could be taken out of context. Anyway, so there is a whatever it's called, a fairy. I think we can get, I would guess it's Nehru's wisdom. Because, it's Nehru's wisdom, isn't it? And Pharaoh's something else. But, so basically what we want to do is we want to get the frickin' bomb. No. Just make up your mind as far as... Oh yes, I will save, by the way. That's probably a good idea. Pretty sure the recording's going nice and smoothly, so we don't have to worry about saving over anything. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these can't be blown up by bombs, but we're going to try it out anyway. At the very least, just to prove me right. Or prove me wrong. Oh, okay. Prove me right, but then also demonstrate the fact that we did want to attempt to blow up that rock, as it turned out. Go and equip the Ocarina. Come on! I like how I just went... I completely circumnavigated that fucking fairy Ocarina. I went through every option surrounding it. Anyway, stop it. There we go. It's just, I'm not used to the Nintendo 64 controller enough to press the buttons without looking at them, which is a really foreign concept for me, because pretty much every controller that I have ever used, I've been familiar enough with it to not actually have to look at what I'm pressing at whatever given time. So, even a controller that I technically haven't used before is probably very similar to another controller that I've used. So therefore, I don't have any problems just playing the game without looking at what I'm pressing. But with the Nintendo 64 controller, it's just so different to everything else that I've used. It's nothing like the GameCube controller, it's different to the NES controller, the SNES controller, just all of them. And so I'm not used to it enough to be able to not look at it. That's why I often press the wrong thing. That's why I drank the Lon Lon milk when I didn't want to. Things like that. You know, I was trying to hit right on the C buttons. I was going to call it the C stick, you know, like the GameCube, but no, it's the C buttons. It's basically a D-pad, but, or directional buttons. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Just need to get more used to the Nintendo 64 controller, and I'd say by the time I'm done with this game, and I'm also playing Legacy of Darkness and whatever else I want to play on the system, I will be used to the controller. Again, hoping that this exact controller that I'm using right now does last for a while. I know so little about the controller that I didn't even realize that I had a controller pack in it, and I do. I didn't realize that the slot had been taken up by an actual controller pack. I thought maybe I'd have to get one of those separately, but yeah. I'm pretty sure still that the game Ocarina of Time only saves to the cartridge, though. Excuse me. You got Faror's Wind. I think overall it would be better if all games just saved to the controller pack, or gave you the option of which one you'd rather save to, because I think saving to the controller pack is just a better way to go about it in general. Even better if you can save to both. But anyway, you will teleport to the warp point. When you first use the magic, you will create a warp point. This is a very useful piece of something. I say something because I don't know what to call it. But anyway, it is a very useful thing to have. Particularly if you're in the middle of a dungeon and you want to quit and do something else. You just make that fucking warp point, and you won't have to worry about being teleported to the beginning of the dungeon and not actually remember how to get back to where you were. You can just create that warp point and go straight back. So that'll probably be very useful for me as well. But anyway, there is a cave further down that way, but I don't think we can actually access it quite yet. We will be able to access it when we are an adult, however, because that is a place that we need to go. I think before the water temple or something like that. It's just the ice cavern, I think. It's a bit past where Jabu Jabu is, I'm pretty sure. You can sort of see it on the map. There it is. Again, this is why... Oh, Jesus. Like, accidentally climbing his frickin' tail. I don't know how Jabu Jabu feels having those lightning jellyfish. But, we should feel a little better now anyway, because we did get rid of Baronade, who's basically one giant frickin' lightning jellyfish. So what I'm demonstrating here is the fact that we can't really reach this right now. I don't even remember how we can reach it in the future, but I'm guessing the water level's higher or something. Don't know what would cause that, but... It's not just because we're an adult and we've got greater reach with our arms or something like that. Or maybe that is exactly what it is, I can't remember, but... I just know that we can't access it right now. I just wonder what happens when we go in there through like some sort of moon jump glitch or whatever. Well, not even glitch, more like cheat. But yeah, I do wonder these things. My throat has been like really prepared to be grossed out, mucusy, over the last few days, and I've got no idea why. But one thing that I can tell you is that I do need a beverage, so I will probably go and get one momentarily. As far as what we're doing now, we're going to, I guess, head to the Temple of Time. One thing that is very important to do before you go into the future is to do the interaction between yourself and Epona and Malon here in the past before going into the future, because otherwise you won't be able to get Epona immediately. And you can go back and do it at any time, but it's just easier to do it while you're here. So I've already done that. I did that before I came into this area. So that's a good thing, but yeah, I think before we go anywhere, I think the magic beans will be useful, so I should go around planting magic beans because I do have a number of those. They can take you to Piece of Heart locations. I'm pretty sure all of them do, so yeah, I'll probably go and do that. So there's the only ones that I can think of right now are one of them's in front of the guy who was selling the beans, and then another one is in the Death Mountain Trail, or on the Death Mountain Trail. So yeah, you don't even have anywhere to sit. You're too small. What's going on with this, with these carpets anyway, or mats? Like, what? I guess they're carpets, but they're underwater constantly. They must be so freaking wet and gross, but I guess they don't really care, they're Zoras. Anyway, I will go and get a drink, and we will then at that point go ahead. Oh. If you guys can still hear me, I'm just receiving a call, which means that my playback shits itself, so sometimes you still see me here, and then sometimes it just cuts it out completely, so if you can still hear me, don't worry about it too much. I'll be back momentarily at full speed. But, yeah, it definitely is still going because it's not actually at 0, but I'll just contact that person to make sure that they don't fucking call me back again. And then, yeah, all good. It's just really interesting because I think for the first 5 months or so of me doing live streams, I didn't actually get called while live streaming. But, yeah, that's just a thing. So, we'll call you back, I don't know when. I'd like to say in an hour. Should be fine. It's better than saying, don't you fucking call me again. I'm just gonna go get a drink. But yeah, what's most annoying about that situation where I do get called is that it's very inconsistent. Sometimes it won't skip anything, and it'll just, you'll be able to hear me perfectly fine, but the actual video itself will be super skippy. It'll be like 2 frames per second or something like that. And then the other situation is where it actually just cuts a chunk out of the VOD, and then at that point it works out because it'll return to the point where the bitrate returns. And then I'm talking again and addressing the issue. I would much prefer it if it did just cut out that chunk because it saves me, you know, awkwardly talking about the thing that you're looking at on the screen where everything's going to shit. And, yeah, just, it would be a great way to save time. But again, it doesn't do that automatically. It only does it under certain conditions, and I don't know what those conditions are, but yeah, it's really freaking annoying generally. But anyway. At least, you know, it recovers, I guess. Very promptly after receiving the call, but anyway. I'll see if everything's going alright with the brightness. I might, I'll just do a little bit of fixing with that, because generally I rely a lot on natural light. And during the afternoon, the natural light changes a lot. So, for example, when I started recording, very bright outside. Now, the sun's gone behind the clouds a little bit, there's less natural light. So as a result, I'm darker. I'm going to have to compensate for that using my room lights, and then I might have to do something in OBS as well. It's a little bit annoying, but that's just how it is. See how that is. Yep, that's a lot better. Now, if I have this sort of lighting, while I'm getting a lot of natural lighting as well, it ends up illuminating my face too much. You can see that my face is rather well illuminated, but not such that it's that I'm some sort of shining second coming of Christ. So that's kind of what we want. We want things to be balanced. Excuse me. So anyway, I shouldn't have to do anything in there. Yeah, that's fine. I look alright. So again, we're probably going to take a shortcut down to the beginning here by following the water, and you can see that we can actually make some money doing this as well, which is rather nice. But yeah, what we're trying to do right now, and I guess we'll take that hit, that's fine. We do have a little bit more health now because we did get a heart container from that boss fight. But yeah, I think we can just continue down here as well. Let's do that. Because what we're trying to do right now is get to the very beginning where that guy was eating the beans. And when we get to him, we'll be able to plant a bean. And we may or may not have already done that, I just can't really remember. I don't think we did. Just too focused on continuing. Okay, I did already plant it, you can see. It instantly grows into that little thing, and it will never grow bigger than that in this time. But when we return 10 years later, it'll be like an actual levitating platform that takes you on a path through the air. And that will take us to, if not 1, then 2 heart pieces, but I think it'll be 1. You could see that there was a heart piece sort of near that that waterfall that serves as the entrance to Zora's domain. I don't know how to actually access that. But, yeah. We have 50 rupees at the moment. We'll destroy all this grass by charging up our spin attack. And we immediately get all of our magic back, of course, which is rather nice. Navi is wanting to talk. I am not wanting to talk, so I will not speak to her. That is a thing that is happening. So now that we're in Hyrule Field, we're going to take ourselves to the Death Mountain Trail and plant another one of those beans. I'm sure that there are a number of other bean locations around Hyrule, but I just don't know where they are. It would be good for me to actually have a look and see where they are, because I do have 2 beans to use after the point where I plant my bean in the Death Mountain Trail, so maybe it would be worth having a look. Because I'm pretty much purely going based off memory at this point. That's this entire playthrough, it's almost entirely based off memory. Except for when I actually forget what I'm doing and then I need to look at a walkthrough, which I do live anyway. So yeah. That's a little bit not great. Glitching out a little bit. Alright, it is now daytime, and we get the nice Kakariko Village music. That real sleepy Kakariko theme. Doo-doo. I actually hate this theme, I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, some people are very nostalgic with this theme, me. I've actually heard it so much, okay, that I have no attachment to it at this point. I've heard it in a lot of different games. I find the version that's in this game to be the most annoying because it's got the fucking harmonica and it's so... It sounds like some fucking southern USA load of garbage, so yeah. Some of you might actually personally hate me for saying that, but you're just gonna have to get over it or something. So these Deku seeds are not going to be of any use to us, but I noticed that there is actually something that we can bomb in the wall here, and we haven't actually bombed it yet, so we're going to do that. That's why I'm killing these Tektites, so that we can safely do that. Might as well, well, we'll get ready for the magic bean planting as well. Of course, there are magic beans in Majora's Mask as well. Pretty much everything that we see here exists in Majora's Mask as well, I think. Not literally everything we see here, I meant in the actual inventory screen, as far as items. We will go and give whatever gold Skulltula tokens we currently have to the guy in the Kakariko Village house. Because that's how we get rewards, you see. How many tokens do we have at this point? We have 9. Pretty sure we won't get our first reward until we get 10. So I will try and find another gold Skulltula if I can. Which I probably can't. Which is the hidden, you see, for the most part. But anyway. Gonna put away our weapon, and just here is the magic bean location, and you can actually see the heart piece that we can access. It's the one that I'm still not able to show you, apparently. Let's go up here and I'll show you. How about that for a deal? Can you sort of see that over there? Yeah, you can. That's the one that you can access through this magic bean location. Go and drop a magic bean. Stop it! Fucking balls. Yes, you see a small mound of soft soil. Put a bean in there, mate. Put your bean in the hole. Okay. So now that that's done. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all we needed to do here. What did I say I was going to do after this? Maybe look for some more bean locations. I guess we can do that. I said that I wasn't going to use walkthroughs and stuff, but hey. If I go looking with my eyes for the frickin' bean locations, we're going to be spending the next hour of this recording doing that, so... what am I doing? Ocarina of Time bean locations, and I ended up fucking it up and sending in the search Ocarina of Time bean locations. We'll just continue having time pass here, that's fine. Works out. Soft soil locations, that's another way to put it. We're in Zelda Dungeon. This is the website I've been using for well over 10 years now for all things Zelda. And what's giving me the shits now is that they've replaced all their screenshots that were previously Nintendo 64 screenshots with Ocarina of Time 3D screenshots. It's less authentic in my eyes, but whatever. I guess most people are playing Zelda 3D these days. I've got no idea why. I understand with the, whatever you call it, HD versions with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but 3DS? Come on. That was not good. I aborted the... fuck's sake. I aborted the drinking, which resulted in spilling water all over my Nintendo 64 controller, if you can see that, which you can't. But, yeah, that was good. One moment while I try to rectify this negative situation. Well, hey, it's only water. I can think of much worse things to spill on my controller, but what I was gonna say, I was talking about Zelda 3D, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. I've lost my train of thought now. Seriously, I spilled a lot of water. Most of it went on my leg. Actually, we'll say half of it went on my leg and then the other half went on the controller, but again, spilling water on a controller is really not that bad. It's not really going to do anything. But yeah, I've literally forgotten what I was doing already. So I know that soft soil location. There's one in the graveyard, apparently. Can't speak. So Kakariko Village Graveyard. We will be pretty much passing that area in just a moment, so we will go ahead over there. I think they actually, let's see if we can... Okay. So the first place where we planted the bean, I'm actually going to plant them based on what my rewards are for planting them at those locations. So I assume that maybe it would be a piece of heart each time, but it's actually not the case. The one in the Kakariko Graveyard gives you... It gives you 26 rupees. That's fucking ridiculous. So I'm not going to plant a bean there. I know for a fact that the bean spots that I've planted here so far are both piece of heart locations, so I'm going to look for 2 more piece of heart locations because I do, again, have 2 more beans to plant. So... Oh, okay, so one of the... Interesting. So for the trading sequence where you get the odd mushroom from the Master Craftsman's son in the Lost Woods, it does speed up that actual side quest. You can go a lot faster, but I've never found that to be useful. so I have no interest in that. I almost always do it without the magic bean, so I'm not really going to make use of that. Okay, so another one is just for a gold skulltula. Okay, so you can actually get that piece of heart that I just planted the bean for there by doing a backflip onto there if you position it right. You know what I've decided? We're just gonna fucking leave the magic beans for now, because I'm not seeing any real benefit to planting them at this stage. I've planted 2 that will get me pieces of heart, and that's fine. We will continue on through the game now. Actually, we might as well go to the House of Skulltula, I think it's called. Alright, let's have a look at my chats. Maybe someone's talking, finally. No, apparently not. I've got no one watching on YouTube. I would guarantee that the notification did not go out to anyone. So, thanks YouTube for being completely useless as per usual. You are very good at being useless. Twitch is also completely fucking useless. It seems to be a requirement of being a mainstream video sharing platform. But anyway, because I do talk about how I do not identify as a Twitch streamer. I identify rather as a YouTube Let's Player. But that's not to say I have some sort of loyalty to YouTube or anything. It's just what I started doing as a YouTube content creator, and I consider what I do on Twitch to be an extension of that rather than what I do. So, yeah. What do you have to say for yourself, mate? We all look like this because of the spider's curse. Oh, dear lord. Okay. So, do we have any of these guys not affected? No. So how it works is that it might be every 10 Skulltulas that you get, one of these spiders will turn into a person, and he'll be all happy. He'll be like cheering, and when you talk to him, he'll give you a reward. But the stupid thing is they never leave the house. It's like, what's the point of having your curse lifted if you never leave the freaking house? It's weird. But anyway, that's that. We only have 9, so therefore we're not getting any benefits out of it just yet. I'm pretty sure that that house is the same in the future. I'm pretty sure it's 10 years in the future. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure if Link here is 8 and then he goes into the future and he's 18, or if he's older in this stage of the game and then he becomes like a kid in his 20s. I don't know how it works, but a kid in his 20s, you're technically not a kid. But you can be referred to as a kid in your 20s if you are old enough to be referring to someone in their 20s as a kid. That's how that works. So I believe that there will be a cutscene that takes place. See how it's daytime and the drawbridge is up? That's because when we go to the drawbridge, something will happen. Let's have a look. Not much going on yet. Well, the castle's turning orange, and then sort of greenish, and then grey. And the drawbridge will casually come down, I'm sure. This is one of the most iconic cutscenes in Zelda. And in gaming in general, actually. Zelda throws the Ocarina of Time into the water. It's better than nothing. Link turns around, and look who it is. Mr. Big-Nosed Ogre Bastard with some sort of growth on his forehead. I don't know what they were thinking by making his nose this big. Okay, you want to accentuate his nose, fair enough. But there is a point where it becomes too big. This is too big. I'm sorry, like, it's just completely ridiculous. I might, I look a bit pale. Let's, make some changes to the, white balance, shall we? There we go. Get a little bit more colour in me face. Oh, I lost her. You, over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me. So, you think you can protect them from me? You've got guts, kid. Takes out his sword. And then, something even more ridiculous about this guy is his frontal appearance with these big fucking ears sticking out like this, you know. It's worse than any monkey. You want a piece of me? Very funny, I like your attitude. Pathetic little fool, do you realise who you were dealing with? Of course the nose isn't quite as bad from this angle, but you know, you look at him from the side, the nose is like, and then you look from the front and the ears are like, come on. There's no need for his features to be that extreme. That was not my best Ganondorf impression. I will accept that. In the 2015 Let's Play that I did of this game, I actually left the Ocarina of Time in the frickin' water because I was thinking to myself, well, before I actually go into the future, I need to go to Lon Lon Ranch and, you know, do the thing with Malon and all of that. So I made my way over to Lon Lon Ranch, and just before I got there, I went, wait, did I pick up the Ocarina of Time? And then I looked in my inventory, I'm like, I need to go pick that up, holy shit. It was quite funny. So let's go and dive for it. Apparently we are useless and cannot do that. Come on. You found the Ocarina of Time. This is the royal family's hidden treasure which Zelda left behind. It glows with a mystical light. It does indeed. Link, can you hear me? It's me, Zelda. I can record messages in this ocarina. It's that frickin' magical. Link, when you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. It's a bit morbid and grim. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina and this melody. Yeah, hurry up. It's the Song of Time. Another very iconic tune. Of course, this song has a lot of relevance in Majora's Mask as well. You've learned the Song of Time. I believe that every single time you play the Song of Time in Majora's Mask, you do return to the beginning of day one. And there's the Song of Double Time and the Song of... What's the shortening of time song? Like where time passes slower. I keep forgetting what it's called. I always know the Song of Double Time. How can you not know Double Time? But anyway, now Link. Play this melody in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce. Will do. Aye aye. Navi is apparently rather excited. I actually prefer it when Navi acts out what she wants to say rather than actually talk to me, because I don't want to talk to her. So that was actually a really good situation right there. We can climb the chain here, which is obviously ridiculous, but apparently we can do that. So, not only did we successfully climb a chain like that, we also got 20 rupees, and then we also fell through the frickin' floor, so that was pretty cool. We achieved a few things there. So we haven't actually gone to the Temple of Time yet in this particular recording series, so we may as well go there now. I don't really have anything to do here at this point. I've pretty much satisfied everything that I want to personally do at this stage in the game, so we will go and head into the future. Again, we can return at any time, I believe, after we have completed the Forest Temple. So, fun fact. Temple of Time. This is the cutscene recording, I suppose. Do we play the Song of Time here? I think so. Let's go and get the Ocarina of Time out. I just wonder what he does with the Fairy Ocarina. That was the thing that Saria gave him. It is still of sentimental importance, and yet it's just gone. He just throws it out. He probably just threw it in the water where he found the Ocarina of Time or something. Fuck Saria. I've got the Ocarina of Time. I guess I don't want to play it there. Whatever. Let's go up here. Guess we want to play it here. Because I've played so much Majora's Mask, I do remember how to play this song. Fortunately. And then the Song of Double Time is right twice, A twice, down twice. So do 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 do. And then it plays quite ridiculously after that point. I have forgotten the one that slows time though. There are the 3 spiritual stones going into their rightful resting places. Then the door of time shall open. Now we can go and retrieve the Master Sword. Because we are King Arthur. Pulling out Caliburn. Wait, which one was Caliburn? There's Caliburn and Excalibur. I think how it works is Caliburn was the one from the sword and then Excalibur is the one from the lake, isn't that right? I don't know. Pretty sure that's how it works. My Arthurian frickin' knowledge is not amazing, but... Is that the legendary blade? The Master Sword? It looks like shit in this game, says Navi. No, it looks fine. Grab. And as we withdraw this sword, we head into the future. And you can see those symbols around the Triforce there. They are quite relevant as we go forward. Mr. Big-Eared Man. Gehehe, excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. How long does it take for you to speak? God. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. Of course, they completely outdid themselves with that laugh in Wind Waker, just before the final boss, where he laughs for like triple that length of time, and triple the amount of stupidity in the laugh itself. Wake up, Link, the chosen one. Talk to old Roru. Of course, All these cutscenes aren't necessarily a bad thing, it's just I've seen them before, so I don't derive that much pleasure in seeing them again like this, in this unskippable nature. Of course, this guy's sideburns are just quite ridiculous. I mean, they're not even sideburns. How it works is it goes around the face and then goes up to the mouth like that. So it's like this. So ridiculous. So he's... Anyway, and look at the length between... I can't even believe what I'm seeing. But anyway, Roru, one of the ancient sages. He's the sage of I don't know what. He's the sage of I don't have an element, I guess. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the Sacred Realm. This is the Chamber of Sages inside the Temple of Light. I guess he's the... I think he's the Guardian of the Light or something, and then Spirit. So you've got Light and Spirit. This is what confused the hell out of me, because I thought you got the Light Medallion from the Spirit Temple, but I think you actually get the Spirit Medallion from the Spirit Temple. This guy is the Light Medallion guy. It still confuses me even to this day. I guess I never learn. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the Sacred Realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil, destroying sword, that you pulled out at the Pedestal of Time, was the final key to the Sacred Realm. Link, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Whoa! What I don't get about this is how he can function as an adult, or as a young adult at the very least. Because he hasn't actually lived 10 years. Is it 10 years in the future or 12 years in the future? I don't even know, to be honest. Because, whatever. Look, Link, you're big now, you've grown up. But yeah, because he didn't actually live that time, he's actually an adult with a... He's a child in an adult's body, so the way in which he interacts with the world should be no different to how he was when he was a child, because he hasn't actually grown up. However, you were too young to be the hero of time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. Oh, 7 years! Okay. Fair enough. So I guess he was 11 or something. No, not 11, 8. Not even that. How young was he? I don't know how old he's supposed to be here. How old is he? Anyway. Well, do you understand your destiny? Yes. But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. But yeah, of course, I think everyone knows that it makes no sense for Link to be placed in this place just so he can be old enough to be the hero of time. Because he's technically not old enough to be the hero of time still, because he hasn't actually lived any of that time in which he's been sealed here, so he hasn't actually matured in any way, shape or form. At least on a mental level. On a physical level, yes, he has matured. But not mentally. The power of the sages remains. Am I losing even more light? I think so. I mean, I look alright. This is kind of similar to how my recordings look during the night, you know, but anyway. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Roru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the hero of time, doesn't? The hero of time chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. But yeah, I'm not sure if Link is supposed to be an adult here or not. I'm assuming he's supposed to be an adult, so therefore, I don't know. Must have been 11 or something. But again, I don't know, yeah, who knows. I think he's supposed to be 18 here. You receive the Light Medallion. Roru the Sage... Oh, Roru the Sage adds his power to yours. So that's how that works. The sort of orangey one is the Spirit Medallion. From the Spirit Temple. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Rightio. Will do, Mr. Random Man with the gigantic facial hair. And very silly facial hair, of course. Excuse me. Alrighty. What time is it? We'll probably record for another, I don't know, 25 minutes or something like that. We'll see. Link, we're back in the Temple of Time. But have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Again, I've got no idea how that makes any sense. Anything that you were able to use as a kid, you should be able to use even more easily as an adult, but... Anyway. Oh great, we have to listen to your crap now. It's never ending. This is indeed the cutscene episode. Or recording. I've been waiting for you, hero of time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest. One on a high mountain. One under a vast lake. One within the house of the dead. One inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the hero of time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. Indeed. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. As I see you standing there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. Yes, indeed. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. Okay, you must look for the 5 temples, and awaken the 5 sages. What if Link is just like, no, I don't believe in that shit. I'll decide my own destiny, and then he just fucks off to Termina or something. Then we get to play Majora's Mask as adult Link. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl I am sure you know. Because of the power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from this sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. Nice. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Do you understand, Link? Yes, I do. I can't even remember what's in Kakariko Village and what we even get there, but whatever. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, all the stuff that we have equipped right now we can actually use. It's just that we can't use them in the temple itself, so. All good. Let's go and put away the Master Sword for now. I'm not really used to using the Master Sword because I do typically go for the, whatever it's called. Big Goron Sword. I don't really find the shield to be so useful that I wouldn't make use of the Big Goron Sword in favour of the Master Sword, so yeah. As you can see, Hyrule Castle has changed a little bit in 10 years. Stay away from these redeads. And head out. I like how the Temple of Time just remains completely untouched. I suppose there must have been some sort of special magic. Okay, so let's go and head to Kakariko Village. It's good to play as adult Link again. Go across the bridge, and I suppose we can roll the rest of the way. I've got the dogs freaking out outside, so hopefully you can't hear that. I don't know if you can, but it should subside momentarily. Hopefully. Alright, so I may as well save, seeing as though something rather significant has happened. More than anything else, I don't want to have to sit through those fucking cutscenes again, so that's kind of important. I'm pretty sure Sheik appears randomly here. Somewhere around here. Maybe in front of the well, or maybe I'm thinking of the time before we go to the Shadow Temple. I don't know. Don't know where we're supposed to go. But, regardless. Kakariko Village still has that annoying frickin' music. And yeah. Like, I don't think there's any... Or maybe we'll go to the graveyard. Maybe we want to go to the royal family tomb or something, I don't know. That could be a relevant place. I've got no idea, to be honest. Some Poes in here. I believe that Poes are involved with the side quest, but... Alright, there's nothing really going on here. Seriously? Why do we have to come to Kakariko Village? I don't even know. I can't remember this game at all. I remember the game, but certain aspects to the game story progression I just do not remember. They just slip my mind completely, so... Yeah. If I can't work out what the hell I'm doing here, I will probably finish up. And then at that point, I will go ahead and, at the start of the next recording, go and see what we're actually doing. Because I just don't have enough time between now and when I did actually want to stop before to really get anything worthwhile finished, so... I may as well not waste your time looking online to see what I need to do next. She said go to Kakariko Village, maybe we can head up here to the start of the Death Mountain Trail. If there's still nothing going on, then I guess we will... give it all a miss, at least for now, until the next recording. Oh, the beggar is here now. He's moved on from Hyrule Castle Town. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing going on here for now. At least nothing that I can find on my own. So anyway, I do thank you all for watching. I don't even know if it's going to bring me to Kokiri Forest when I reset, but regardless, I will catch you all when I am next recording. I do intend to have minimum 1 Ocarina of Time recording per week, maximum 2, because I don't want to record so many that none of them get viewed. But, of course, because this particular live stream did not get sent out as a notification for anyone else, pretty much including myself, it didn't even appear on my channel for a while there. Yeah, no one's really watching this while live, so I hope you guys enjoy the VOD regardless. And I will see you guys when I'm next recording The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in the live stream playthrough format. I'll see you all later.